Is it faster to drive to the shops or ride a bike? That is the question. Now, I'm about 1.2 kilometres from our local Coles, and it's a pretty straightforward run up there. But door to door, that's as in leaving the door of my place to entering the sliding doors at Coles, driving, and I've timed this on the phone, takes somewhere between 11 and 15 minutes. And the reason for that is not because it's a long way to drive, and it's not because of outrageously dense traffic on the way there. Traffic's normally like what we're going to see here as I ride. The time is because you've got to get through 3 sets of traffic lights, which may or may not be red, and you've got to get into a car park. Now, those timings were done before the car parking system changed. You used to have to park, get out of your car, go and find a ticket machine, issue yourself a ticket, go back to the car, stick it on the dashboard, lock the car, and then you could walk across the car park to the escalators and then go up the escalators to the door. And you know, you'd lose, well, you'd spend I guess half the journey time just trying to find a parking spot in the car park, and then getting a ticket, and then crossing the car park and getting up. And it was a surprisingly lengthy thing to do. And then you had to reverse that coming home, obviously. You go down with your shopping trolley, unload, then go and dump your trolley in a trolley bay, walk back to the car, and out you go. And again, have to get through 3 sets of lights in order to get home. So a shopping trip typically would take 45 minutes to an hour, of which you'd spend at least 20 minutes driving and parking, sometimes half an hour, and you might only be walking around the shopping centre for, I don't know, how long does it take, 10-20 minutes to fill up a trolley, pay for it, and get down to the car. So in this instance, I didn't have to wait very long at those lights, and because I'm on the bike and I don't have to go to the car park, I can go a back way, and going this way I'm avoiding 2 sets of lights. And those 2 sets of lights can introduce significant delays, particularly if you get stuck behind a bus. So it just shows that the tortoise can be a lot faster than the hare. At the moment, we've been going for 2.5 minutes, and you can see there's Coles up ahead. Now, I will admit here that I'm going a hell of a lot harder up this hill on the bike than I normally would if I was going shopping. I was going out for what turned out to be a 2.5-hour ride. I was in my cycling kit. I had no problems about putting the hammer down and working hard and getting sweaty. You know, normally if I was just in casual clothes and normal shoes or thongs or whatever, I'd be going nowhere near as that hard up that hill. But here we are at the 3-minute mark, and the end is in sight. So the timings I did when I was doing it casually, this would currently be about the 5-minute mark, just because I'd be taking it a bit gentler. And then of course the other factor you've got to take into account is how long you get stuck at that set of lights we went through, because I wasn't stuck there very long at all. Right, there in front of us we have the bike racks. So if we allowed, say, a minute to hop off the bike, get out the bike lock, lock up the bike and walk into the doors right there on our left, that's maybe 5 minutes. It's actually surprisingly quick.